In this video, we're going to be reviewing some security vehicles. Nowadays, it seems to be quite a big trend that security guards go around in vehicles that look ever so similar to police cars, although with some vehicles being more similar to police cars than others. I have a problem with this because when you put someone in uniform and give them a sense of authority, they always overstep the mark and act like they're super important and they think they can do whatever the hell they want. So, let's now review some security vehicles, and now to the first one, which is this security car. Notice that this one's been made to look a bit like a police car, but not too similar, because they don't actually want to impersonate. Notice the yellow and black checker on the car, unlike the police's yellow and blue checker. So they've made it not impersonate a police car completely, but they want their car to look somewhat like a police car to give authority. They want people to walk past their security car and think, oh, it's security. Oh, they're serious. When in fact, what a security company are doing is just laughable. Making a car look a little bit like a police car just to make themselves feel tough and important and authoritative. And it says on it, Dog Unit! Oh, they want people to be proper scared of them. When in fact, security dogs cannot actually do anything. They are just a visual deterrent. Security guards are not allowed to let their dogs off the lead. The only time a dog can be off the lead is when it's in a secure fenced compound area like grounds of a building or something, and it's completely secure. And then if they have any suspicion that a trespasser enters this area, the dogs have to be immediately put back on their leads again. So security dogs can actually do nothing. They're just a visual thing to try and put people off trespassing. That's all they do. They can't use the dogs to detain people. They can't set their dogs on people. So security dogs are pretty much pathetic and useless, but they're just there to try and have that assertiveness to assert authority onto others. So now let's review the next security car, which is this one. This one appears to have sort of greyish white and blue checker, which is a bit different to the police's yellow and blue checker, but again somewhat similar to try and make the security guard feel like they've got that kind of authority. It also says Dog Unit on it, and if you show it with the flash on, you can see white and blue checker really shows up, and it does look a bit like a police car, but not quite. So they don't quite want to impersonate, but they still want to be authoritative. To be honest, I just laugh at these security vehicles. Now let's review the next security vehicle, which is a van, which says Security Plus Limited on it. Notice it says video surveillance on it, but what are they actually surveilling? It's parked up in Kingston High Street, stopped on double yellow lines because, hey, they feel important because they feel like a security in an authoritative vehicle, so they don't have to obey the law, but they still try and enforce the law on everyone else. Correction, I mean, they still try and enforce their twisted view of the law upon everyone else. That's what really pisses me off about security. They always think they don't have to fully obey the law themselves and always feel like they can get away with what they like, yet they try and be authoritative on anyone else who they do not like. Now, a few months later, I saw a very similar security van, but this time over in Tower Hamlets, and I did a review of it, so let's take a look at my review. Shit! It's a Security Plus Limited video surveillance unit. Hello, are you recording me? Hello? Security. And now we move on to the next security vehicle, which is this security car. And how did they get away with this? This one has got yellow and blue checker, exactly just like what police cars have. They very much want to make themselves look important like they're police. How do they get away with this impersonation? Although it does actually say security on it rather than police, so they kind of have an excuse of like, we're not actually impersonating police because it says security. But anything else about the car is so similar to a police car. From a distance, you would mistake it for a police car, and that's what they want. They want people to think either, oh, it's police, or people to think, oh, it's security, but it looks like police, so they must be important. When they're not, they're just private security. This is at the Excel Centre, so that says a lot about what the Excel Centre want you to think of as security guards. They want you to think of their security guards as if they're the equivalent of police, despite the fact they're actually not. And now we go along to an abandoned building. At this building, they've now started doing dog patrols, but there's no signs up saying there's guard dogs, which is a breach of the Guard Dogs Act. The security company here is breaking the law. They are committing a criminal offence. You cannot use guard dogs without a guard dog sign. So I did a review of this security car. Yeah, look at that tinting on that. That is definitely above the legal limit of tinting. So that's the front window of no tint, and they've put tint on the side windows, on the front side windows. There's dog section. It looks a very similar to a police car, but it doesn't say police. And look at tinting on that. Look at the front window, you see that's a non-tinted window, and there's your tinted window. So a nice disobeying of the law here. Dog section, they want to make it really, really scary, but it doesn't say dogs on the building site. No dog sign on the site, even though it says dog section, so that'd be, if there's a dog in there, it's a break of the Guard Dogs Act. You got a dog? Yep, there's dog. And where does it say guard dogs? You've made a criminal offence. It does not say guard dogs on the building site, on the abandoned building. Criminal offence, breach of the Guard Dogs Act. There's a criminal offence. He's clearly got a dog and does not say it's a guard dog on the sign of the site he's securing. Criminal offence. And now we go to the next security car. And this one I've just got to show because it's laughable and is a really bad sign of the times. This is my local Bobby! Now this company calls themselves My Local Bobby because they offer private police officers, because Bobby means police officer. Although it's not an official term, which is how I get away with using it, but it's still a very, very bad sort of, pretty much a sign of what things are like nowadays, and it is very depressing. This company offers private security guards to patrol public streets on the supposed basis that the police themselves don't do a good enough job, so you can hire this company to just patrol around your local public streets to try and make you feel more protected that you've got your personal police officer. Even though they're not police officers, they're just private security guards. And on the public street, they have no authority whatsoever. Not that private security guards even really have authority on private land anyway, but on the public street, who are these people? They're just ordinary citizens. There's nothing about them that's any different to anyone else. On private land, all the authority they really have is that they can eject trespassers from the land, and if you've made a criminal offence, they can do a citizen's arrest. On the public street, they can do no more than anyone else. They can do a citizen's arrest if you've done a criminal offence, but that's no different to what any member of the public could do. Now let's talk about citizens' arrests. If someone's committed a criminal offence, ordinary members of the public can detain him until the police come. Now this power ordinary members of the public have is often overused by security because you have to be absolutely certain that that person's actually made a criminal offence. And trespassing is not a criminal offence. You can't just detain someone for trespassing. You have to have very good suspicion. Like, you have to be, not just suspicion, but you have to be very, very certain that that person's actually made a criminal offence. But that doesn't stop security guards detaining people, doing citizen's arrests illegally, and often the police don't hold security to account when that happens. So often I've known of security guards who know exactly why someone's on their building, and they know they're just urban exploring, they know they haven't done anything criminal, but they still detain the person anyway, which is illegal. And now that you have security guards, not even on a certain building, but patrolling a public street, that is a really bad sign. Because knowing how when you put someone in uniform in a authoritative looking car, it makes the person feel superior to everyone else. I don't know about this company, but I just have the feeling that this kind of thing that you get nowadays is going to mean that security guards will start patrolling the public streets, start trying to assert authority on public streets, and potentially start detaining people illegally. Now, if you look at a website of My Local Bobby, it shows the sort of things they do. It shows their security guards walking around the public streets, trying to patrol very questionable clips, like how they've started talking to homeless people on the street as if they have some kind of authority, but they're not. They're literally just ordinary people. In fact, their security makes no difference to anything. They're on a public street. And now we go along to the next security car. This one is near King's Cross and has yellow and blue checker on it, making it look very similar to a police car. This one doesn't have much on it to say what security company it's from, making it look very suspicious. Oh, what's this have we got? Is this another fucking fake police car? Yes, it fucking is. Security, but with yellow and blue checker, just like a police, even though it's not actually police. I say on the back, oh, city security services, they must be so fucking important, yeah? All fitted with CCTV with a speed camera sign. Oh, brilliant. We're definitely really police, aren't we? We're definitely not just some shitty security company that wants to make ourselves feel really important. The next security car we're going to look at is in Tower Hamlets, and this one's got nothing on it that identifies what security company this is. It's just a car with blue and white checker. It looks a little bit like a police car. It's got a light on top like it'd be where the blue light would be on a police car, except it's probably just a yellow light, and it has nothing on it to tell you which security company this is, which makes me rather suspicious of it. The dog unit. From undisclosed company with no markings of what company it is, it's the dog unit. looking very much like a police car. Oh, look how much like a police car that looks. That is like a police car, that isn't a police car. The undisclosed dog unit trying to impersonate a police. All it says on it is some bollocks there. No company name. Woof, woof. It's a dog unit, definitely not a police car. Oh, bit of impersonation going on. Even got a little light above. Yep, got quite a bit of impersonation there. And finally, along to Brighton, where there is these security cars with white and blue checker. These ones don't look as much like a police car, but it says on it, response unit. Responding to what, I wonder? It's just a security car. Oh, shit! Is it a fake police car?
Fake police car.
Well, look at that. Look how similar it is to the real police car there, but not quite. Are they trying to impersonate police officers, I wonder?